Hey guys, today I want to talk about the one thing that I feel like I don't talk about enough, which is how to use other people to change your thinking. Now, you guys know that I'm all about changing your thoughts in order to solve your problems. But too often, people think that this means that they have to do this work all by themselves. They think that if they lean on others, that means that they're relying on external validation instead of internal belief. So they work super hard to change what they're thinking in a total vacuum, as if they were a monk on a mountaintop. Guys, I am here to tell you, use other people to help you change your thoughts. Here are four ways that you can do this. First, ask other people for reassurance, support, and cheerleading. It is really, really hard to have an unbiased perspective on yourself. Your brain is incredibly likely to overfocus on the negative and ignore or discount everything that you've done well. And that's okay. It's just an optical illusion. So many people have brains like this. As you retrain your brain to see yourself differently, expose your brain to other people's loving perspectives. Let your best friend tell you what an awesome job you're doing and why everything you're worried about is totally insignificant. Have your spouse hype you up and praise how far you've come. Or tell the group chat about a conflict that you're in and let them say, "What? That other person is completely crazy." Leaning on other people's support, reassurance, and cheerleading doesn't make you weak or unself sufficient. It's a structural intervention against your brain's negativity bias. It shakes your brain up and shows it that there are other ways of thinking about the situation. And it's a first step in learning how to say those exact same things to yourself. Way number two, look to other people for thought suggestions. How do you want to think about your goals, your career, dating, marriage, money, fitting in, failure, and making mistakes? These are not questions that you need to answer alone. Go listen to other people's perspectives, whether it's friends, mentors, books, or podcast interviews. Figure out how other people think about these things, especially if you find yourself caught in a thought quagmire and you just can't figure out a helpful perspective on something. Go gather a bunch of other people's thoughts and use that as your raw material to borrow from, to build on, and to remix to develop your own perspective. For example, I credit the podcast Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend for helping me develop a totally different perspective on creativity, on writing, and on having a creative career. One that got me from frustrated non writer to full on creative person who writes every single day. And I credit two podcasts, Spinsterhood Reimagined and Wiser Than Me with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, for totally shaking up my views on dating and relationships, getting me from super frustrated about dating to genuinely feeling like I'm good either way. Whatever problem you feel totally stuck on, like you're caught between 7 rocks and 13 hard places and there's just no way out, go listen to other people's perspectives on that topic, because there are an infinite number of ways to look at any situation. And you don't have to figure out that new way all by yourself. Build on other people's perspectives. Way number three, use other people as role models to build your belief that what you want is possible. There is nothing more powerful than seeing someone like you living the life you want to be living. I still remember the day when I was in junior year of high school that I found out that a girl in the year above me had gotten into Harvard. We had pretty similar backgrounds, we did the same activities. When I heard the news for the very first time, I viscerally believed, wait a minute, she's just like me. This is possible. I can do this too. The same thing was true when I launched my coaching business. I would have never started my business if I hadn't seen so many examples of other coaches in the industry. All women, all people that I admired, all people with excellent writing and original thinking, and all building amazing, profitable businesses. In January this year, I was at a strategy retreat for coaches, and I spent one morning sitting between two coaches who had each made $500,000 in the past year and were well on the way to planning their $1,000,000 scale. I saw them and I viscerally believed, wait a minute, they're just like me. This is possible. I can do this too. If you want to achieve something, the first thing you have to do is believe that it's possible for you. If you believe that it's possible, you'll just get to work figuring out how to do it. If you're not sure that it's possible, You'll hesitate, you'll go back and forth, and you won't fully commit to making it happen. So, believing that it's possible is crucial, but you don't have to strain and grasp to build that belief all by yourself. Go out and find other people like you who are already doing the thing you want to do. It'll be 1,000 times easier to believe it's possible, and then you can just get to work. And way number 4, join communities of like minded people to show your brain that you're not crazy and you're not alone. When you're doing something that's different from what everyone in your current group is doing, you will feel like you're crazy. This is not a personality flaw, it's just a feature of how your brain works. For most people, it feels viscerally, horribly uncomfortable to be the one person in a group that does something different. Your automatic brain just wants to conform. Now you can change your thinking to reassure yourself that it's okay to be different and to reinforce your belief in the path that you've chosen to take. You should definitely do that too. And you can join communities of like minded people to help your brain really believe I'm not crazy. If everyone around you is on the corporate ladder, but you want to be an entrepreneur, find other entrepreneurs to hang out with. If everyone around you wants kids or already has kids, but you don't want to be a parent, find other people who don't want to have kids. If everyone around you is very logical and scientific, but you're secretly really into spirituality, find other spiritual people to spend time with. At the end of the day, you've got to change your thinking if you want to change how you feel and change the life you're living. But change your thinking doesn't mean do it all by yourself silently in your head. We are, at the end of the day, social animals. We're incredibly influenced by the opinions of the people around us, the media we consume, the role models we hold up in our minds, and the communities we belong to. That saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, it's totally true. So use your social brain to your advantage. Lean on the people in your life and set up your social surroundings to support you in believing the things that you want to believe. This kind of problem solving is exactly what we do in coaching. We find the thinking that's holding you back from feeling the way you want to feel and living the life you want to be living. We brainstorm what else you could possibly think here that resonates with you and gets you the results you want. We come up with concrete action plans to actually build belief in the new way of thinking. We iterate, troubleshoot, and adjust until you've gotten the results you want. And not only do you walk away with the results that you came for, you walk away with mastery of this process so you can use it to solve problems easily and efficiently for the rest of your life. I have absolutely no doubt that you can create the life you're looking for. The process is right here, waiting for you to get started. So come talk to me and let's get started today. Go to the link above and book a free coaching consult.